In this video, we're going to set up the framework for our home page. We'll start by creating a new HTML file. And since this is going to be our home page, before we do anything else, we are going to save it. And this is important. We're going to give it the name index.html. Now in the previous video, I had already set up my site folder, which is right here. But if by accident you happen to be set to a different folder and you want to find your way back to your site folder, the easiest way to do that is just click on Site Root. No matter where you are, it's going to take you back to your website's root folder, and then just save. Now if you look over in the Files tab on Dreamweaver, as soon as I saved the index.html file, it appeared under the local files list. Now the framework for my home page is going to have all the basic elements of the home page with little to no content. In some cases I'm going to type in the actual words, such as for my navigation, and in some cases I'm just going to type in dummy text to keep it simple. Now this is my website sketch, and I want to quickly show you all the different areas of the page so we can start creating some dummy text or sample text for it. First, at the top I have a header. The header contains my logo, a background, and the top navigation. This is the top navigation, or top nav for short, and is actually contained inside the header. I also have my left nav, which has links to all the different classes I teach as different pages of my website. And on the right side, the content area, which has the main content of the home page, in this case some articles and lessons. At the bottom I have the footer, and the footer usually contains all the links, important links to the pages, to make it easier for users to access the pages, to give them another option. And also it usually contains copyright info and such similar info. And then everything is contained inside a container. It's good to structure your pages this way. Your layout may be different, but these are some of the common elements that most pages have, because we're going to use this structure to directly set up the framework in Dreamweaver for our HTML page. So now back in Dreamweaver, for the header, at this point I'm only going to add some sample text, although I do have a logo that I've created. Since my logo is in white and my page background is also white, it won't show up, so I'm just going to type in some text for now. Next, I'm going to type in the top nav, and for all my navigation I'm going to create them as bulleted lists, which are called unordered lists, or UL, in HTML. And later on, when we start to style or format our page, I'll show you how to take that bulleted list and make it look like this. So to insert a bulleted list, I go to Insert, Structure, Unordered List, and I start typing my links. And then I hit Enter twice to end the list, and a third time to really tell Dreamweaver that I'm not creating a list anymore, I'm moving on to the next element. My next element will be my left nav, which is also a bulleted list. I have three main bullet points: animation, web, and graphic design. and within each I'll have smaller bullet points for my classes. So once again, insert, structure, unordered list. After this, I have my content area, and later on I'll break down my content area into articles and stuff, but for now, this is all I'm adding. The footer will have another unordered list for the links and some simple text for the copyright info. And that's all the starter content for my home page. I'm going to save my file, and before I forget, I'm going to give my page a title. And in the next video, we will structure this page to create areas, page divisions or divs that contain all of this content, including the container.